All right, here we go. Monday, April 20. Hope everybody's doing amazing. Busy week here. Busy, busy, busy. I'm about to get into it, but lots going on. Personally, kids had prom. My son's 17, so taking pictures down in Kaya and Alice and running up and down. I mean, it's an amazing place where we live when your kids get to take pictures in those places. But it was a good reminder how beautiful those places are. We stayed and met some friends for dinner, and gosh, I much as I think I play down here, I don't enough. I need to get to the beach more, need to get out and play more. Love working, but man, we got to enjoy this area too. So it's been fantastic. Weather's great. Listen, before I get into the numbers, I want to stress something. It's been a busy week for us. Since Friday, we've been negotiating on 4 deals, 3 of them my listings, and 2 of them we already have under contract, and we're really close on the other 2. I'm fully expecting those to come through. And here's the point I want to make. That's not just me bragging. It's just a little bit about the environment right now. But here's a key that I want to get across before I get into these numbers. A wide variety on these. And it kind of goes to when the reason I do this show every Monday is because I get asked all the time, Casey, how's the market? And it's such a hard question to answer with some kind of blanket answer. And I see it happening all the time. So what I want to bring to you guys is more detail. And my point on the traction this week is 4 offers on 4 very different situations. 2 of my listings have been on the market for some time, one of which had not had a showing in weeks. Okay. And then one listing I brought on that we already went under contract on was on the market for a day. So when you ask me, like, Casey, how's the market? And we try to pretend like everything's equal. Man, there are just the reason I bring you these talking points is that this is the world in which we live. Sometimes we have the patience and we trust the market to get there, and sometimes the market just comes straight to you. And there's a little bit of variety about how all these things happen. And that's why I want to bring you this stuff every week so you have the full context of how these deals get put together and just what our market's doing. Okay. So, I mean, it was wild for me. Some of it I can't explain why it took so long, and I'm happy with the prices we're getting. And then another one, the buyer was just sitting there ready. We didn't know they existed. And when that property hit the market, they came up and got it. Okay. That's the world in which we live. Sometimes we can predict it. Sometimes we can't. We just do the best we can with pricing. We know we do hard in marketing, get it out there, and then we push the market and we see what happens. But that's what's going on. That's the activity we're doing. So let's see how that translated into the rest of the marketplace. Appreciate you guys. Excited to do this every week. And here we go. So new listings, 54. Okay. Love it. Cause it's getting busier out there. I love it. What I don't want to see is that number run up into the 70s all of a sudden just because there's a little bit of traction. Okay. We don't want to see that. We don't want the market going, oh, we better run out there. Okay. 54. I love that number. Pending sales, 31. Listen, I can say it over and over again. If you're just now joining us, if this is your first time, go back and watch a couple of weeks. We want to stay above 50% on that ratio on pending properties to the new listings. We've proven over a couple of years that gives us good traction in the marketplace to be taking that absorption rate down. We've also learned that we really can't expect much more than that, right? We've had those moments where the pendings have been a lot more and the higher ratio, maybe 70%, but they've been fleeting moments. What we look for is consistency. So we know what to expect in pricing and we know what to expect from buyers. Okay. Closed transactions 21. Let's call that right on par. Right. So I'm liking these numbers. New listings 54, pending 31, closed 21. That's what it felt like out there. And if you've been getting calls from me, like this is an interesting window of time. Let me go through. Let me do this. Price change is 48. Love that number too. Like everybody's kind of settling in, right? Like if you go back and look at our most consistent times, these numbers right here are the consistency that we're looking for, right? So let me push on this point. Like this is that moment in time in our market this spring. It's a good time to be on the market because buyers come down between this little peak time between like Easter and Memorial Day, okay? Because the weather's amazing and we can actually get in to show you property. Right? You know what it's like when June gets here, especially on the rental properties. They're occupied and we're showing them on Saturdays between 10 and 2. This is an ideal time. Also, we're seeing a little bit of traction on our second home and primary market. Okay. Why? Because this is kind of the time of the year where they like to come down and play. A lot of second homeowners avoid the busiest times and come down in what we call these shoulder times. Because we were out at dinner. We went to Bud and Alley's on Friday for my son's birthday. We're out in Alice and Kaya on Saturday. Okay. And we were able to ride around free flowing. It was busy, but it wasn't crazy. Now, Easter week, that's a tough ask to go driving through there and Seaside and everything because it's so busy. So this is like that window of time that people love to come down, right? So listen, that's kind of the point of the busyness, and why I brought up those examples at the beginning is because when you say, okay, see what's selling, like I've got stories for you, and each of those is a unique story. But some stuff that had been cold had the right person that had been watching it forever. We did a price reduction. That person came in, hit it, took it down. Okay. Another property put on the market for a day. Didn't know that person had been out there searching in the market, just waiting for something like this. We put it out there a day, under contract. Wow. Look at that variety right there. Okay. That's our market. That's why we just wake up every morning, go do it. And if you're a seller out there or somebody that's been waiting on that action, just hang tight. Okay. As long as we're priced right and we're listening to feedback, it will happen. And if you're a buyer, let me be clear, buyers, you need to get ready. There are some opportunities out there, and I'm not really sure what you're waiting on. Okay. Really focus in, really dial in, and make sure there isn't something out there that you need to take advantage of. Now, got something fun for you. And I'm going to look at this real quick because I'm going to switch something out. Let me bring this up. This is a fun one. Okay. So hang with me for a second because I want to bring you this is a deal that we talked about a little bit ago. Okay. It's a record deal for us here at the beach. Okay. And I want to show you what's going on with it. This is Paradise by the Sea. Earlier this year, this Gulfront home in Paradise by the Sea sold for $41 million. Okay, there it is right there. 7 bedrooms, 9 baths, 8,900 square feet, $4,600 a foot, $41 million. Now, what I explained to you at the time was this house, the reason it probably got that price, not probably, the reason it got that price is sat across 3 Gulfront lots. Okay. So now I'm going to show you something, and let me show you the current state of that house. There it is. Torn down. 8,900 square feet on the beach, Paradise by the Sea. There it is, looking like something that's in Rome. Just torn to pieces, falling apart, ripping it down. So what's going to happen there is they're taking that $41 million across those 3 lots. They're scraping the lots, and they're coming in with 3 homes right in those locations to sell in Paradise by the Sea. So it's just fascinating for me, and I like to bring these things to you guys because in our market, man, we live in a wild place. Like the price points are all over the place, but regardless of what's going on in the news and all this stuff, these are the kind of things that are happening all around us. And this one, our record sale that we've done of all time for a single family home is currently being demolished right on the beachfront in Paradise by the Sea. So listen, it's going to be an amazing 3 homes. I mean, there's money in it for that developer. Amazing to say that. But I mean, you know, I guess you're into those lots for what? 12, 13 mil a piece, right? So they're going to be looking to sell those houses for about $30 million a piece. And guess what? Paradise by the Sea has done that. Retail sales have happened in there in the $28 to $30 million range for newer product. So it's math, right? Listen, lots going on. I wanted to share that variety with you this week because not only did we have some success with our listings this week, but it's so wild that the timing and the right people in play and like just being patient sometimes and just hitting the market at the right time for the right person. That's just why we show up every day, keep doing what we're doing, stay consistent. The market is consistent. We just need to stay consistent at what we're doing. Buyers, you need to stay consistent at looking and being ready, okay? Because things are moving. So I'm excited about what's going on. Was excited to bring you that. Listen, I've got a compelling insurance thing. I tried to get Drew on with Baldwin Group Affordable this morning. It was on me. I had some technical difficulty. We've got some stories to tell you. Next Monday, we're bringing in Drew, and we've got some insurance stories to tell you, and it's going to make you want to pick up the phone. I promise you. So appreciate all of you. I am working and talking with so many of you, and please keep doing that. Love hearing from you. Love meeting with you. And if you have any questions about what we did today, please let me know. Otherwise, we're going to get back to it, write some more contracts, sell some more listings, list some more homes, and we'll be back with you next week.